I took a public transport to the market, and while inside the bus, I noticed that the man next to me kept looking into my purse, trying to assume the particular amount I was to give to the driver. I brought out 100 naira, he brought out 200 naira. The next thing he said was, "Give me your 100 naira, take my 200 naira." I was still trying to make sense of what he was saying. He took it by force, came down and zoomed off. I paid the driver. I was still trying to understand what exactly happened, because in the rightful manner it was supposed to be either we exchange or the guy would pay the 200 naira and maybe take my 100 naira, all those ordinary stuff that would normally see when we enter any public transport. But his own was so suspicious, to the extent when I kept looking at him from afar, he kept looking at the money he took from my hand, which was the 100 naira. I got home that day, and I kid you not when I say the whole thing kept playing in my brain. Something was definitely off. I decided to narrate it to someone very close, and the next thing she told me was, oh, she experienced the same thing a month ago. Now, this is where things got a little bit off. I would literally sit down, and I would feel like the third party in my own body. Meaning that, whereby, for example, you're seated, and all of a sudden you see yourself sitting down, meaning that you're no more inside your body. Maybe something else might have taken over of you, might have taken over your body. That English was weird. Another thing I noticed was I started losing money mysteriously. I started losing money little. Then, boom, it came with a huge blow. I decided to do my findings, and I found out that that was one particular way of money ritual whereby you can exchange your wealth, or not really wealth, exchange the blessings coming to the other person. All you have to do is either get into a public space or bring up a scenario whereby you have to exchange money, and you have to look at the person before you exchange the money. That is, the person would have to look like money or semi-money, or would look like someone from a huge place, if you understand what I mean. So once they get your money, they just need that your cash, like a legal way, which was the change. He didn't steal it, it was just the change he took, because he knew very well that change would be needed by the driver for him, and that the driver would give him my own change. So all he did was he didn't allow the driver touch the money. He wanted his hand from my own hand to his own hands. Now, a lot happened during this period, a whole lot. But the other person who had the same scenario, she said she would be in the room and suddenly she would feel a presence with her. That was weird, but real.